my computer wire is very sensitive at the battery, and now this is a whole other video, but you remember where it left off, right where I had the cat in the background, and I was trying to tell us about the feminine. It's not necessarily like the down home, like obvious, like the woman, but it has to do, well, now if we look at the word woman, you know, it has to do with the non-physical vibrations of things, and the fact that the O is right there next to man, you know, it's an availability to the forever life frequency. That's just plain and simple. If we look at what the W is it's just a wave. It's the same as the M, but it's antimatter. It's not matter. See, the M is like this, matter, but the W is antimatter. And you're going to see this more and more. You're going to see the W and the M put together, but what it should be really is like this. I don't know, there's a reverse, but see, yeah, that is a sign of the Aquarius. They have two layers of these squiggles, and I determine it's because it's to acknowledge the polarities, right? The male and female. The male is on the bottom, and he does have a piece of the female, and the female's on the top, and she does have a piece of the male. And I was describing that. I don't know if these videos are getting out about talking about that, how God made it. And pardon me while I just want to get my cat in there, right, so that you can be entertained by that too. But no, see, now what I wanted to make this point in the last video that I couldn't because it just turned off, these aspects that are happening, Venus conjunct Neptune and Saturn for the first time in 6,000 years, well, lo and behold, I didn't know. I mean, here it is, Venus is conjuncting, and now that tells me, because, you know, Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. It's very, very feminine. And wow, there's so much that points at this divine entity, what I was trying to tell you about, that indeed it comes through, it's the feminine. It's benevolent. If you consider something that is not going to hurt you when you are down, it knows how to heal you. You know, it's the part in us all that will take, that needs, is there a part in us all that is like that? We don't know. See, we're here to, I think we're here to try to learn that more. I mean, of course, babes, look what's going on. See, when this aspect, this is the point I wanted to make, and this is probably just a short video on the end of that video. I don't know. I'll try to make it long. During this time, you notice that there's this huge warring going on by these entities that I'm trying to tell you now. That thing over there, I call it the stUck race. Indeed, it's mainly men, and it is the backdrop scene. It's what has built the backdrop scene under orders of, and now I'm going to say the church. Yeah. Because they're the ones who give us our year, right? The 2026, based on that Christ walked the land. And but does anybody remember that the church, see, this is where the deception begins. This is where the deception begins. Is that no, I mean, people, the church killed Christ Jesus, and in fact that was probably the last one that can be detected. You know, but see, there was a huge fall of everything by that time. I'm pretty sure that, like I said, was trying to tell you, whatever the pyramids were fueling and governing was destroyed. Massive amounts of civilization was brought down out of the sky and decimated with machinery and weaponry. Now, for what reason that all happened is possibly because the organism is experiencing infiltration of a parasite, and it gets more and more out of control. And it could be either way. The ones that have control of the energy, free energy weaponry and or livingry, right? Would say no, this realm is experiencing a problem and then sinks it like Atlanta or melts it down, or did malevolence get it and bust down every sign possible that benevolence was operating here interstellarly, celestially, planetarily, with the, now you have the, what factors in is the UFOs, and are there aliens and stuff, and we could say, yeah, there's parasites, but then there's extraterrestrials, and we are all that. We have the capability of what you think that the alien is, but really it's extraterrestrial, babes. It's perfectly human to be telepathic and all kinds of other stuff that we are kind of diffused here. And anyway, the rise of the human, like potential, is trying to happen right when, and it's very timed. This is very real that they know that this is going to happen, and they just, it figures that they would be able to penetrate into Iran while, like, in effect, cosmically, the feminine is trying to rise, and that's the yin, and it's very forgiving, and it's very, see, its main power is to accept and let, and keep allowing space so that everything can happen, kind of a thing, and then, but not without reflection. Now we're going to work on a pattern or a problem that needs to be fixed, doing quality control. See, now having said that, whatever the, like the Trump administration did or is doing, we don't know for sure, but because we're kind of all blocked off. But no, I feel terrible about it. I see something that is just systematic, that took advantage of the fact that we're trying to wake up here. And it's it's such the time of, like, okay, we are still in chrysalis. A lot of us are just trying to rebirth, and humanity is what I'm talking about. I'm humanity. Can you say this? I am humanity. I'm going to go to the courthouse and say it. I am humanity. I don't know what name I was given in the beginning, but I am unity. I'm not confused. I know what reality is. Reality is God. You seem to like to put the cameras up and use that against everybody who hasn't gotten to touch. Can we talk? I have a long time here. It's been boring talking out into the wind. I thought that maybe I'd be heard here. Anyway, you guys got to do this too, but let somebody break the ice for you, I guess, and then we'll have a little study. Maybe we'll go viral about what to do exactly to penetrate through the matrix, I guess, and get that 3,330, well, sorry, it's hard for me to say it unless I sing it. $333 trillion.
Yes. $333 trillion. $333 trillion. Yes, $333 trillion. $333 trillion. $333 trillion.
I sound like that part when it,
follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
oh, I wouldn't let her do that unless for sure she does not use her claws. And she's giving me a little skeleton kiss. She's so yin. And watch out, watch out, watch out. Ooh, 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 baby. Oh, watch out. Just that's what's crazy. That's what nobody wants, is the feminine to get out there and say, excuse me. And that's probably, I'm pretty sure that's what's been going on, though. It's benevolence. Benevolence that says, no, these are my weapons. I believe it was benevolence that says, we have so many other planets. Knock all of this down. Something thinks that it's going to get away with being so stupid. We're just going to knock it all down and give them no access, even to the stars, man. Well, when if malevolence takes over, the stUck race, if you follow me here, which I'm pretty sure it results in I hate to fucking sound like this because I'm not a biased person. I love everybody. I love both men and women, okay? I think both of them have the capacity to become purely aware, though. They can become a Buddha. Yes, they can become Christ aware. Both of them have the potential of becoming a human being. How about that? The men and women scene sometimes like, I am not impressed. Uh-oh, sorry. Especially because of how the children turn out. I'm sorry. God, here I am, 11. Did I be funny? Anyway, I think I'm funny sometimes when I look at it and go, oh man, that's funny. But here we are with this very rare aspect, and it's that hard. It's difficult. See, because we have Venus is conjuncting Saturn. That's hard on the love life right there. That's difficult. But with Neptune there, see, Saturn is being dissolved and rewritten, kind of thing. It's like, can we get rid of all this lowercase base waste? And then now there's a blank piece of paper. That's how Neptune is trying to make us see. It's like, no, and the dream is yours. In fact, go to the courthouse and do that to the fucking documents. I'm right here, me. Would you like? And you know, just get heard. Get heard. Well, see, I love. Do I have to get my chalkboard? Yes, yes.